Hey all, I'm sitting at home at the moment, waiting to find out what's going on. I'm meant to go back to work today, but just checking out on the laptop here, and some of the roads are still closed, so I'm just waiting to hear from Lion Hall what the plan is. So here we go. Pilbara road conditions. Great Northern Highway from Meekatharra to Capricorn Roadhouse is closed. I've actually got to go through there. I can go around, go up the coast road, but the Great Northern Highway is the most direct route to Tom Price. And of course, here's a good old Rippon Hills Road from Marble Bar to Telfer intersection, that's all closed. So it's another road I've got to go up later in the week. We'll have to see what happens.
Okay, it's official. I'm back off to work. So, had a bit of a shave and got cleaned up a little. So, the highway was closed, now it's open again, but apparently it's raining, thunderstorms coming in, some of the floodways are starting to rise again. So, have to see if we can get through. So I'm heading up through the Great Northern Highway, up through the guts as we call it. And I've got to go to Tom Price with 3 trails of food. Normally I'd leave on a Monday night, but now I'm leaving tonight, Tuesday night. So it puts me a day late. I get there on the Thursday, unload, head back to Perth, get back to Perth Friday lunchtime, afternoon, something like that, and then Friday night, if all goes according to plan, I'll hook up 3 trailers and go to Telfer. A lot of ifs and buts there. If it rains again, roads get flooded, closed. The Telfer road's still closed at the moment, so we'll just hopefully it'll dry out in between, and I can sort of head up there. The Telfer run's my big run out of the 3 that I usually do in the 12 days. So I don't like missing out on that run. I'd rather drop one of the other 2, the first or the last, and keep the Telfer run if I have to. But when it rains, it rains. That's nothing you can do about that. So I'll just get my gear together, packing all my stuff up. All the food's already in the truck. Truck's greased, washed, checked over, ready to go. And all I got to do is get my ass over there and kick it in the guts. So we'll see you up the road somewhere. You can see banking out the road again. Northbound out of Mount Magnet. So heading towards Meekatharra, but at Meekatharra the road's been closed again due to flooding between Meekatharra and Capricorn Roadhouse. So I don't know how far we're going to get. It's about 3 hours up the road, and they may open the road in between, like before we get there, but I'm not really too sure what's going on. There hasn't been any more rain recorded all morning, so maybe the levels will go down enough that they'll open the road. We might sit around for a couple of hours or whatever, I don't know. Got to meet up with one of our other trucks as well. We've got a new guy, young guy working for us. He's on his 2nd week or something like that. He must be on his halfway through his 2nd week. And I got the fuel card for him because 4 of our trucks, all the fuel cards run out on the 31st, which is 2 days from now. So I had to pick up one before I could leave Perth, otherwise I wouldn't get home. I've got one for him, which I'll have to meet him on the road somewhere, but he's not going to be able to get through to Meekatharra because he's north of Capricorn. So he's leaving. He was leaving Tom Price half an hour ago. So he's on his way down, so he'll probably get to Capricorn and park up there. Once we're out on the road, we'll meet in the middle somewhere. I had a great 8 days off it ended up being. Originally it was only going to be 6 or 7 days, and then it turned into 8 days because the public holiday, the Australia Day long weekend, and they decided they weren't going to load no trailers on a Monday night as per usual. They loaded them on Tuesday, so I managed to, it took me about 5 days before I actually got a decent sleep in, because I'm so used to waking up early. Managed to catch up with friends and family, and went out, camped out in the bush one night, went out 4 driving and just picked a spot, and yeah, that's it. Camping here tonight. Put a chip in my 4-wheel drive, so it gave me a few extra horsepower. So I was a bit sceptical at first, and a friend did it, and he said that he could notice the improvement in the vehicle. So did it to mine, fitted it, then thought I'd take it for a drive to see what it's like. So reversed out the driveway and went to take off down the street, and as soon as I put my foot on the accelerator, I was driving it as per normal, and I thought, whoa, I could feel it straight away. Alright, made it to Meekatharra. I'm not going any further, road's closed. So I dropped the trailers, fueled up, come back. The rumour is I might look at it at 3 o'clock, so that's 2 hours from now. So I might as well just get some bunk time. Can't think of anything else. We're going again. There's about 30 trucks all left at once. So I just all been sorting out our pecking order. And there's the first bit of water across the road just here. Bit of water here, bugger all the way. There we go, it was easy enough. It gets worse further up apparently. The water's actually deeper on the right hand side there. It sort of builds up because the centre of the road is where the highest point is. So the water's coming from the right to the left. It builds up on the right. Once it gets over to the centre of the road, it just flows off. So the truck in front of me sitting way over to the right, he's actually driving in the deeper stuff. And I can see the white lines through the water, so there's no point to sit in the middle of the road like that. I can see where I am on the road. I can even see there's any damage in the road. You get water like this flowing across quite often, it'll lift sections of the seal, the bitumen, and it'll start to eat away the base underneath it, the gravel base under it. Next thing you know, you got huge holes. And if you hit one of them when the water's deep enough, you can't see it. It can be a bit of a rough ride. There's a little patch there. The bitumen's missing, it's starting to eat away underneath. I'm not deep enough in the water to be picking up fans, just spraying up into the fan. This section here's got to be a couple of k's long. It's getting a bit deeper there. A bit muddier water, changing colour. washing all the rims out. Yeah, it's starting to thin out a bit now. See the water flowing off to the left there now. It's sort of still on the right, still as it'll get. And on the left it's just flowing straight across the bitumen. Might be exciting and different when you see water like this across the road, but by hell, place plays havoc with my buddy, with my trip times. It's not too bad. The four-wheel drive might want to go to the right a little bit though. If it's too far left, you'll be off the road. Turn my fan off so I'm not picking up water, spraying it. It's probably, I don't know, 400 mil deep here, something like that. Get a nice bow wave going, stand in front of us, just preceding us. Not quite so critical in the truck, you know, with water this deep. If the water was deeper, I'd, this would be the ideal speed to travel at. Just get that bit of a wave going in front of you. Post on the left there haven't got much left on them, they'll be underwater shortly.
James, you said more?
I made it through to Marandoo, which is on the Tom Price Road. So I am absolutely buggered. I think having those 8 days off was a bad idea. So I was heating some dinner up now, go to the microwave. I am going to get the sack and get cracking in a reasonable time in the morning. And get into Tom Price and start getting these 3 trailers unloaded. We'll see you on the flip side.